Boom, boom, kaboom! Welcome to another Tuesday night episode of Gaming After Dark, episode 28, as a matter of fact. And boy, this one is going to be lit. Lots of big topics have certainly come down the pipeline in the last couple of days, and we can't wait to talk about them here on this panel. You might have heard some of the guys already sort of on their podcasts, kind of bringing their perspective on things, but tonight as a collaborate. We've definitely got some opinions about all that's been happening in the game industry. We'll get to that in just a moment. But it's good to be back. Sorry about last week. Obviously, the NHL playoffs are on. As a matter of fact, they're on tonight as well. My Edmonton Oilers are in Las Vegas to play the Golden Knights game one. And I'll just be kind of, dilly-dallying and listening to it in the background until we wrap the podcast. But this one could go to its own series of overtimes tonight. Hopefully it's going to be a good show. I think it will be. We got a great chat already lining up early for this one. But let's bring in the panel and let's get ready to rock and roll, starting with the man who knows how to bring it each and every show. We know him as the Game Complainers, a.k.a. Perry, is ready to take the stage.
What's going on, everybody on the panel and everybody in the chat? I'm here. Tonight's going to be pretty big.
It will be a big night, yes. There has been some pretty dynamite topics. They're definitely going to stir the pot for a few people, I am sure. Let's bring in the Red Menace himself. Proto Foxy is in the building this week.
Hey, did you miss? We were off for a week, but we had to take time to collect ourselves. All of this information that's coming in. What's up, chat? How y'all doing? You ready for a big show? I'm ready for a really big show.
Yeah, Proto said he took a couple weeks away here, but he's showered and ready to go.
Yep. Scrub my balls.
Scrubbing the balls. All right. Speaking of some salty balls, your Wicked Hot's in the building. What's going on, brother?
Oh, man.
What's up, boys? What's going on out there, chat? I don't know where my mom is. Proto could probably tell you, but I can tell you where your dad is. He's hanging out with me tonight. It's Gaming After Dark. Let's get it, baby.
That's what that weird, funky odor is coming out of the bedroom.
Yeah, it's starting to rise.
That's what they make Febreze for.
And the oldest man in gaming right now, live from the back streets of wherever the hell he's from. Sir X-Man's in the house.
Yeah, whatever. Wicked sucks.
Yo, you keep talking shit, Sir X-Men. I'm going to waterboard you with some clam chowder.
You faked me out on Sunday, and that's your fault for what you did Saturday night.
Yo, I owe you money, Sir X-Man, and I'm ducking your ass. You ain't getting that money.
Rolling balls and tickling pins.
Hello, everybody. Let's have some fun today. We got some really, really controversial topics today.
Yeah, we got some good stuff, too. Not everything is going to stir the pot, so to speak, but we've definitely got some pretty good topics, and we're going to get into that right away here. So let me just say hello to everybody that's in the chat, because we've got some amazing people here. Let's start out with one of the first people who was here bright and early today, Wesson. I don't know if you're still here, Wesson, but thanks for being here. We appreciate the support. Moving on down the line, we got our good friend Talos Ray is in the building. What's going on, brother? Good to see you here as well. I see Dark Zone 2525 is in the house. We've also got our good friend Fuzza. Mr. Frank is hanging out with us tonight. We got Pink Pickles in the background here. We got Rye Polars in the building. What's going on, Rye? Good to see you. Draven Arrow here as well. RWK88 is in the house. We got the It Guy. What's going on? The It Guy. Good to see you here as well. And so let's do it. Let's get right into the topic. So let's start out with on a bitter note. Small news, but kind of big news, and that is the first big delay. Kind of seen it coming, guys. GTA 6 now delayed till May of 2026. So I'm just going to go out. I don't have a lot to say. I mean, delays are par for the course in this industry, and I don't think it really came down as a shock to anybody. We were all hoping this game was coming out this year, but the last time I think Rockstar made sort of a media statement, it didn't kind of sound overly promising that they were on schedule. So, yeah, it's been pushed to next spring. I'm disappointed, but at the same time, we know it's a massive game. Most of you guys probably have checked out the trailer today, and if not, we're going to run it here very shortly. And I'm still super excited. As a matter of fact, coming up next spring is not the worst thing in the world because generally spring is a slower time of the year, and there's going to be so many games between now and the end of this year. I don't think we're going to be stuck for things to play. So if it takes a few more months to put the spit shine on this sucker, it's going to be a massive game. And again, if you've seen the trailer, you know that it definitely looks way better than anything we've seen from anybody. This game gets a 10 out of 10 graphically. It's absolutely outstanding. So if the rest of it lives up to the visuals, holy shit, are we in for one hell of a ride. Now, I know not everybody cares about GTA 6, but whether you care about it or not, I'm going to tell you one thing. You will not be able to avoid this game come May. It's going to be the biggest launch game, I would say, in entertainment history. I will go down and say that because I guarantee it will be. If you think Call of Duty is used, GTA 6, after the success of 5, is only going to steamroll even more. This game is automatically a success. The moment it hits the store shelves, you might even have this might be an actual game you might have the fucking pre-order, because if you don't, you might not find a copy of it anywhere unless you're planning to buy it digitally. So yeah, let's roll. It looks like they're kind of PlayStation's getting the push behind this, so I'm going to guess that they have the marketing rights. But how do you guys feel about the delay? Like I said, I'm disappointed, but I'm not heartbroken. I think it's going to be a phenomenal game when it launches next spring. Anybody want to jump in on this one? I'm going to assume that every panel's buying it, though, right?
Yeah.
No.
No.
No?
Take it,
I'm
bro. Take it.
I'm not a Grand Theft Auto
probably.
I'm not a Grand Theft Auto person.
Well, see, just like X, I'm not a GTA guy. I mean, for everyone out there who's anticipating this game, it sucks, but like you said, it's par for the course. And it's almost like to be expected that Rockstar is gonna delay games and shit like that. So it sucks for them, but for me, I mean, everybody was sending me the new trailer today. I haven't even had the chance to watch it because, like I said, in the little pre-show area, I literally just got home an hour ago. So I'm like, okay, well, I'll check it out eventually. But yeah, I'm not a GTA guy. But
hey, Foxy, you know what's going to end up making us get this? All our friends bugging the shit out of us for months. Come on, man, get GTA and play.
Pretty much.
That's what makes me end up getting GTA eventually. I don't want it, but my friends bugging the crap out of me. I don't like GTA. I just play with my friends on the multiplayer.
Yeah, that's pretty much. That's where I'm going to be at. I'll end up getting it eventually because the other ones I came across, and again, like you said, because friends are like, "Hey, you going to play this?" I'm like, I guess.
And I play it for a minute, and then I stop.
Yeah.
Yo, we'll have to do, Sir X, man. When you get it, we'll have to see if there's a bowling alley there, because I'm going to whoop your ass.
They had a bowling alley. They've had a bowling alley in the previous GTA.
I was going to say that damn well better include one with as long as this game is taking.
Well, I'm taking my balls down to the strip club in GTA 6.
Gonna empty them.
Both of them. Both balls.
The new GTA 6, you'll be able to take it to the backyard alley and get your rocks on, dude.
Tossing those Benjamins, baby.
Sounds like someone's already got a game plan for when it comes out.
No.
He's like, all right, where's the campaign?
Remember the hot
for the mindless fun. The truck's like,
hot coffee pod. Come on now.
Right,
I can't wait to see. I can't wait. I can't wait to see how much the government gets involved to try to censor this game. That's gonna be a mess.
Especially online. Yo, we're gonna be walking online. I'm gonna see Sir X-Man's character dressed like Tracy Morgan.
I'm not. I don't play GTA.
Oh, hey, like Sir X-Man? Is that you?
That's you. I think you got a fetish for me.
Okay, so three people.
Yo,
I'm pretty excited about this. It sounds like. Perry, how about you, man? Where's your anticipation level?
It's not really anticipation. I'm just gonna pick it up because I got the Pro and I might as well check it out on there. What the hell did I buy the Pro for? I'm not gonna buy games that support it. So
to look cool, obviously.
I'll check it out. And then my wife might want to play it too because she played 5, a little bit of 5, and she thought it was fun.
Yeah. I'm right there with you, Perry. I'm right there.
While we ponder our thoughts, for those of you who haven't seen it, let's take a look at the trailer.
Yep, we got to see this. Everybody talking about it.
Oh, 1 second here. I'm in the wrong screen.
Oh, I'm about to say, you didn't get blocked.
He's gonna play the wrong video, dude. It's like, what is this?
You didn't get blocked already, dude.
I don't remember this in GTA.
Yeah, what the hell is this, dude?
All right, here we go. I'm just gonna leave the sound off because I think.
I would leave it off, baby.
Yeah.
All right, I'll narrate it.
GTA
It's a beautiful place, GTA 6.
GTA does use licensed music, so yeah, you'll get hit.
There we go. But as you can see, the visual detail here is just absolutely stunning.
Why is that look like Danny DeVito?
Danny DeVito.
Sir X Man, stop looking at his body.
Dude, I'm talking about the guy getting out the car looks like Danny DeVito.
Look at that plane. Holy shit.
Wow. It was impressive.
Look at that beer.
Yeah, see, look, Ford Taurus. Look at that.
Hey, look at that. Look at that. They even hammer on the nail. Police brutality. Did y'all see that?
Typical.
Mama. GTA better have male strip clubs. That's right, Polar, because I'm going to dump every dollar I have there.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, baby.
And at least the lead girl in this game is pretty good looking. At least she's not one of them ugly ones.
Yeah, no, they definitely got this one good. Yo, is that Modelo's? A little sponsorship?
Yeah, oh, man.
Oh, what the?
Like the animation, even look at the clothes and stuff. Like, man, like,
yeah,
fucking
what if they
little
got a throwing
details, man.
slider?
Rockstar never misses, man. Holy shit!
Jesus Christ! We're gonna get in there, and it's gonna look like Minecraft.
You're playing on the Series S, yeah. So, well, like Minecraft.
Yeah, looks like Minecraft.
She kind of reminds me a little bit of Pan Am from Cyberpunk.
Yeah, I'm getting the way she's kind of like badass in this. I got like I can't remember her name. She's from Fast and the Furious. She's like the one that basically is like with Dom.
Oh, Michelle Rodriguez's character.
Yes, yeah, like she gives that vibe. Like, I get that vibe off her.
You better be able to ride dolphins. Well, you never know with GTA, especially the modders.
Yeah.
I want a damn lap race.
Look at Jack Black.
Jack Black.
Chicka Jockey.
Going back to Vice City, right? I think it is.
It's a GTA 6 of May 26, 2020.
All right. Guys. There you have it. Oh, what the fuck is this?
Hey, we're giving free promo. Giving free advertisement here. What the?
There you go. Nice.
Well, there's your free love, man.
He did a video.
Let me explain to you why they pushed it to May. Because, being honest, what's going on real financially with people, they don't know where their money's sitting right now. But in May, people get their taxes, a lot of their taxes back.
Yeah.
So they'll have money to sell the GTA.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, and if you think about it, because it's May now, it's like a year from now, things may be just completely different. A lot of this fucking goofy shit that's going on right now could mellow out completely. Who knows?
Yeah. And to consider like the caliber of a game like GTA 6, it's kind of smart to put it out in May because you're gonna get sales immediately out the gate, and then about 7-8 months, whatever, how many months later till you hit December, then you get the holiday season and you get it hit again. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you can just you're just gonna be fucking raining in money, but like I think it's a good little area.
And there'll be deals and sales in between that time for GTA, like 6, maybe 4 or 5 months down the line.
There could be bundles. It's gonna be May.
Yeah, but I will say that, and again, I'm not a GTA guy. I'm just shooting it straight. That damn trailer was impressive, just visually.
Yep.
Cool.
Like
Yeah,
that was like
you don't
okay.
even have to like the series to not watch that trailer and go, kind of get goosebumps like that. Like that's what you call next level, next gen. Like that's that's the company where you can tell. Like when they say they spend like several $100 million building a game, you go, "Yep, I can see where your money fucking went."
Yeah.
This
like,
one is definitely the proof is there.
You guys know Rockstar, like it's the thing for me. It's the little details in Rockstar games, right? Like it's just like how stuff moves, or like everything is pretty much interactive. Like it's all these little things, you know what I mean? Like in the games, whereas like a lot of games are so much static in the environment, but almost everything feels lifelike within their universes, especially the last couple of years. Like Red Dead 2 was absolutely phenomenal. You know what I mean? I'd say if there's any one gripe I still have with any of those games, whether it's the GTA series or the Red Dead, it's like the controls and the aiming still feels a little wonky to me sometimes.
Yeah. Straight track.
Is it just me? I mean, it's like when you play the GTA games or the Rockstar games, like you kind of know what you're getting into, you know, with like that shit. But like, I wish it would just be a little bit of a tighter control, like you were saying, Noof. Like when I'm running, there's that delay before I actually stop. You know what I mean? Or if I overrun, I'll overrun my area, and it's like it takes that extra millisecond to be like, and then stop. Then I gotta turn around. It's like, dude, can we just like sharpen this up?
And jumping is not responsive for GTA. If you want to jump over something, dude, it is so.
It's like when you're playing NBA 2K, dude, and your boy's crossing you up. You just you can't never catch up with him. You know what I mean? He'll cross you one way, you go to block it, and then he crosses the other way. And the game just doesn't have that reaction time. It's like the same thing in GTA. It's brutal.
Yeah. No, like I said, it is what it is. It's the smallest news we're going to talk about tonight for sure. But at the same time, it's, you know, like, so you can't deny it. It's going to be a huge game for Rockstar, for the game industry. This is the thing that kind of reignites the fire. With so much negativity surrounding a lot of things in the game industry, this is probably the one shot in the arm it kind of needs. And it's obviously coming from a third party. So, you know, I guess Sony will probably get the marketing rights they normally have traditionally. And I mean, even within the trailer itself, you can see that on the table there, they kind of got some stuff that looks like it's PlayStation. So even within,
dude, all you see is this. Like you see this end of it, but you see like two shiny pieces with the hole, and I'm like, PlayStation.
But aren't you holding an Xbox in your hand there?
I mean, technically, this is an Xbox. Technically, yes. That is right.
I'm talking into is an Xbox.
So it looks like we know obviously from the trailer as well, though. It looks like we're playing as two characters, maybe more, right? Did they confirm how many people we play as?
I'm not doing
my bad. I was having like I was having like a Star Wars episode one moment.
Yes, and the control and the footage does.
Barry's that's blue balls.
Yep.
Mine's pale. Oh my goodness.
Well, yeah, I'm waiting to see what get released all of a sudden early this spring. I'm in the spring now because GTA ain't coming. I'm looking forward to that. Well, we was gonna push it back, but I think we're gonna bring it out now.
Well, let me ask you guys this quick question, because obviously now with the news that we're going to talk about shortly, prices going up. Now we already knew for a while, like GTA has been flirting with the idea of prices going up, and this was before the other companies beat them to the punch. Now Nintendo's beating them to the punch. Xbox is going to beat them to the punch. Does this potentially mean that this game gets an even bigger price tag than we might have originally expected? Like, where do you guys think it's going to come in? Perry, we'll start with you. $100, $120.
They could ask for 100. They'll get it. If they go any higher than that, they're still going to get it, but you're going to get less people.
Yeah.
Probably, if I were them, man, I would just follow the trend. Do $79.99 for base. Do 100 for shark cards, and do like 150 for like quadruple shark cards or something. Mm-hmm. They'll get the money either way, but you'll have a barrier of entry for everyone. You know what I mean? Because people are going to save their money, or they already saved their money for this game. So this game is ready to go.
Guys is 100. Infinite Heroes is 70. I think it's still going to come in, like you said, about 100. Proto, where do you think it's coming in at?
I'm going to go with the consensus here. I think they were already saying they were going to try and charge 100 for it. I think they're going to try and get it. And I think, like Perry was saying, I think at $100, I think it'll still sell the way they want it to. And then they might do like an ultra premium edition for 120, maybe even 150. I think they're really going to go out of their way to get what they can out of it because of what they're putting into it. Obviously this is going to be a big budget, so they're going to try and make their money back. But do I think it's right? No, but I think that's what they're going to do.
Well, if Nintendo's willing to charge, what is it? $80 for Mario, is that right? 80 or $90
for Mario Kart? Yeah.
But
yeah,
I've been saying this
$80 for Mario Kart. Guaranteed GTA charges $10 or $20 more.
Right, for sure.
I've been saying this for a long time. I do not think a digital game should be that kind of price, like a hard version, like a hard disk version. I do not think it's a digital game. You download it. I can understand some of the price, but $100, I can see 80 maybe for a high class version of that, and then tack on stuff with extra things you get to make prices a little higher. But for a base game, I do not see it because it's digital. It's not the old copies that we used to get. Like you like the hard copies. Ain't no way that should be $100, dude. I'm sorry.
Well, this will be one of the few games I'm pretty sure we'll get at least a physical copy.
Oh yeah, you're remastered.
Oh no,
you're just to verify.
You're preaching to the fucking choir, man. I mean, no digital game should cost that much, but will they try and get it?
Oh,
yeah.
Hell yeah.
It should have never been costing that much, dude.
No, I agree with you. Again, preaching to the choir, brother. I'm telling you. But that's what they're going to try and do.
Yeah. Now, Nintendo's in another realm because they also have a hard copy, which is a card. Most of a lot of their games are hard copy card. Mm-hmm. So, I can understand them. But when, you don't get a physical or nothing, or or something, a case that you can put on your shelf to say, this is what I got. Awesome. You're taking people's collections away that they like to put in places in their shelf. Yeah, I got this. I get it. Now I know, I'm on Noof on certain things, but this one I'm on him with. A big title like that should have a hard copy. So if the digital is $100, if they make a hard copy, just imagine how much more the hard copy is going to cost.
Oh, it's going to be fucking ridiculous.
I think honestly, dude, I think it might be the same, but I'm more or less on the same wavelength as like Perry. I think you're going to hit one with the standard. You're going to hit one at 80, and then you're going to get one at 100. That's probably going to maybe come with some incentives like skins or a car or maybe something like that to or maybe a little bit of early access. Mm-hmm. Maybe they want to like slim out the servers, and so it's not as big of a hit on day one. They could put the 3-day early access on the $100, $150. I say gets you maybe, I don't know what the fuck's in there, dude. More incentives, skins, maybe a statue. I think physical would be dope, but they'll probably give you a fucking case with like a digital code.
You put a download code, yeah.
I have a feeling it might be that,
used to do it when it started.
I just think the disc, I think it'll all be the same. Version, 80, 100, 150.
If you had the disc version, and you wanted the DLC to come with it, you had a card with the 725 digit number, and you would type it in for your DLC. You had it for life. But I don't know why they're getting away from that. It's ridiculous.
Well, because then they can just charge you for that little code that they used to put in the game cases. That's what they're doing.
They're gonna give you a little case. You can put it up on your.
Well, that's your extra DLC that went with it, though. That's the thing. They've had that like that for a while before they started. Everybody started going digital.
Oh man,
I could see $100 early access, like your Wicked Hot said.
Yeah,
maybe. Just to try to slim them out.
But we have to remember something.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe 2K comes around this holiday and goes, hey, you know what? NBA 2K is going to be $100 this year.
They can fucking have it. I don't want that shit.
Thank you so much.
Those
Remember,
kids
the NBA 2K was the one that started the $70 shit.
they'll put somebody cool on the cover, and it'll sell like a motherfucker.
Oh yeah.
They
already have Madden with the new college football. It's not even out yet. 26.
Yeah.
It's already bundled on. You can get it on Xbox right now. I think it's $150 or whatever. $100.
Oh yeah, the bundle. Yeah.
When the game first came out,
the games aren't even out yet.
It was actually bundled last year. They had a pre-order. When you bundled it, you got the 2K25. The football 2K25 sports game, right? You the Matt. You know what I'm talking about? College football.
Yeah.
And then you also had the pre-order built in that you get the Madden too when it comes out. So you got both of them. So they're starting that stuff now where they're starting to do 2 for 1 now for just double the price of both of them together. Yeah. That's all it was. It wasn't that really much of a difference.
That's EA for you.
Yeah.
EA. Yep, spread your cheeks and cup your sack because EA's taking all your money.
It's coming. It's coming.
Y'all know.
And then tell us you like it.
You know who publishes GTA 2K?
Yep.
Joe.
Why do you think it's so high?
Yeah, and I guess the second part of this whole equation, the price point, yes, I think a lot of us are definitely, it seems to be leaning on the $100 price point, which would probably end up being about 120 Canadian for sure.
How much will it be for you, News?
Yeah, like I said, probably about 120 Canadian, give or take. That's usually it's usually at least 30% more, like in most cases, because I think $70 games in the US usually amount to $89 here in Canada. Okay. So yeah, I'm expecting 120, maybe 130. And the other side of the coin is, what size is this game going to be? Yeah, because this game going to take up a whole hard drive. People in the chat,
it's going to be about 500
gigs. 300 to 400 gigs. I don't think it's going to be Call of Duty big, but I definitely think it's going to be. I wouldn't be surprised if it hits about 150 gigabytes.
Because remember, if they want a seamless city with no save points going from one area to the next to the next to the next, they're gonna have the whole city on one disk on the whole memory. So that's gonna be 500 gigs, dude.
Yo, you know what would be bad cool, dude?
That fucking big.
Imagine if they did give you a disc, but they gave you some nostalgia shit with it. It was like a double, triple disc or some shit like that. Can you imagine?
You have to load all these discs one at a time to have the game.
You would love that. You would love that, Cyrex, man. You'd be sitting crisscross applesauce just waiting for it.
4 Blu-rays. Here it is, fucker.
and for some people that got slow internet, they're going to be waiting 2 days to get that thing downloaded.
It's going to be like the old dial-up days when you were downloading songs off of like AOL. All of a sudden, you're just going to hear a...
Yeah, I know to disappoint some people here, but for those who don't know, just in case you don't know, no, it won't be on Game Pass, okay?
Ooh.
No,
it won't be on Game Pass initially. Now, does it mean it'll never come? No, because if you guys recall correctly, GTA 5 was even on Game Pass at one point.
It's on it again.
Right?
It's on there again.
Yeah, Ride is right, bro. I want a map with it. Give me the physical map.
Just want the map that's right in the poster. That's right.
Dude, that would be so cool.
Man, you just reminded me of something. I remember when I bought Need for Speed Underground 1 and 2. They both came with city maps.
Ooh.
They both came with city maps. I loved it, dude. It was awesome.
That's throwback.
That's back in the day, boy.
Yeah, that's way back.
Any further thoughts, though, on the GTA thing before we move along?
Don't care.
No chance.
Fair enough, guys. So you've been told, like I said, delayed till next spring. It looks like sometime in May. I don't know if the exact date was penciled, but that's what they said was May month. Go ahead, HaWt.
No, my bad.
Oh, you had your finger up there.
I just hope that means I get my Battlefield early.
Cougar Man 69, I acknowledge you as my tribal chief.
Shout out to hockey fans.
Cougar Man, good to see you,
Love
man.
you, Oos. Shout out Hockey Oos.
All right, so next topic on the list, and let's talk about the. Since we're on the segue of game prices, Well, there you go. Microsoft just came out with a bombshell this week and decided to follow suit with Nintendo. They're like, hey, Nintendo, hold my beer. And they decided to go, hey, we're going to up the price of our games, our accessories, and most importantly, the console that we're having a hard enough time selling at the regular price, but we're going to whack up about $100, not $10, not $20, by nearly $100 on the Series S and the X. Controllers going up, I think, what, 20
No, the controllers are going up. Controllers
I don't know.
No, controllers are going to stay the same price.
No.
No,
I
they
think
went
the
up.
standard controllers stay the same. The premium controllers are going up.
If it's a colored controller,
That's dumb. That's dumb. That is dumb.
So there you have it. I think the expression on everybody's face says it all. I can see the red flames behind Perry's sunglasses. Perry, this got to be fucking just really shocking to you. Like, to me, I'll get to my thoughts in a minute. I mean, look, I know that the world is changing and stuff, but boy, we're really in a weird era right now where everything's going up instead of going back. I mean, games have traditionally kind of stayed like the same or gone up a little bit here and there, but consoles have really never seen like this kind of trend. And I don't know if this is perpetuated because of Nintendo's news or it's perpetuated because how outrageously high Sony priced the PlayStation 5 Pro, or if it's because of all these freaking handheld consoles that are out there now, like the ROG.
It's the greed of the corporations. I'm sorry to interrupt. Right. It's the greed of the goddamn corporations.
100%.
And they are going to kill themselves. They are going to kill themselves, destroy themselves when they realize they're overpricing people in a bad economy. Mm-hmm. It's stupid. It doesn't make no sense. You're not going to make the money in time. You're not going to make the money that you thought you was going to make over people because of these bad times. There are some people that got the money and some people don't. And more people play games that don't have that kind of money. I'm not saying everybody's broke.
They have GTA now because they thought GTA would help be a big system seller heading into the holidays, and now that's moved to next year, so they're all like, fuck.
Yep.
But yeah, they're going to find out the aftermath because people talk with their wallets. And if you're trying to sell these consoles for GTA to come out and have people go to get your console, guess what? It ain't going to happen. If people say, I'm going to stay on my own console, I'm not changing. Why should I? You've had the same console for years. Why am I going to buy another one? People who have their consoles have their consoles. We're already set in stone. Those extra $100 price, good luck. Because we're used to consoles going down, and a lot of people buy these newer consoles later on, like the old style, the old days when the console goes down in price like it's supposed to. But if they keep going up like that, they're going to price themselves out of the market. And then when your next gen comes out at about $1,000, you're going to screw yourself. Because we only got a few more years. We only got a few more years.
PC more attractive now?
No, but we only got a few more years until the next generation consoles are supposed to be coming out. So if you're pricing these current consoles up higher, people are just going to wait for the newer consoles. They're not going to buy these consoles that you up priced. It's not going to happen. You can have warehouse shelves of sitting on warehouse shelves. It's stupid. It's just totally stupid. It's corporate greed. And corporate greed destroys a lot of things, like it's destroying certain countries, and it's going to destroy these people. It's serious. It's sad. I'm done. I can't talk about it no more. I need some water. That pissed me. No, it ain't. That shit pissed me off, dude.
It pisses me off. I got a lot to say on it when it gets to my turn.
As one person said to me on my Twitter, you already own a Series X. Why does it affect you? No, maybe I was lucky to get in on the last Series X before the price jump, but I've already seen the price jump now, I think, once or twice on the Series X since it launched. And here we are for another one. And in this case, like I said, I mean, I'm not saying it makes sense for anybody, but in the case of Microsoft, who's struggling to sell consoles, who needs consoles to help push Game Pass, like, they're the one company that you would think going into the holiday, they'd use this as an advantage. You'd think they'd be like, man, well, everybody else is putting shit up. We'll keep ours the same or drop it because we're still making some money on it. and might actually help us look more attractive this holiday season instead of going, well, who the fuck wants an Xbox now? You don't have any games. You're putting them all on the competitors. And on top of it, you're jacking up your prices like you think you guys are King Tut. So, I don't know. But anyway, I don't want to interrupt. Perry, go ahead, man. Tell us. I know you're frustrated about it. It probably seems stupid as I don't know what.
And one thing, real quick, Perry.
Yeah.
And it ain't like Microsoft ain't got the money to eat that cost if you're calling it a tariff. It ain't like you ain't got the money.
Very true.
All right. Now, sorry about that, Perry. I had to get that out, bro.
Everything Sir X-Man said, I agree with. All corporate greed. They didn't have to do it. They have the money to eat it. If that was the case, I think they're using all that as an excuse to do all this. However, there's one more thing. Maybe they're pricing themselves out of the market because they want to get out of hardware. Because who the hell is going to buy an Xbox for $500-$600 or $600 and up? What is it? $600 and the other one, the 2 terabyte, which I think they discontinued, the 720 or something.
Yeah,
because everyone's flexing with that, and I'm like, I think they discontinued that anyway, so it's not a big deal.
Yeah.
But like Noob said, they're not selling. They weren't selling at $349 for Walmart 2 years ago on not Black Friday, on Christmas. Okay, you know how I know that? Because in my chat room, I said, "Wow, they're $349 right now, Walmart." I had 6 people in my chat room buy one on the spot, but no one else bought it because it was still in stock for like 3 or 4 days. Then the price went back up. So this is probably Microsoft's way of saying, hey, you know what? We're done making the hardware. We're losing our ass on this shit. Let's just price everybody out. Everything's an Xbox anyway. We sell Game Pass. We sell Fire Sticks. Boom, done. And the next Xbox, the next hardware, is just supposed to be them licensing the name on PCs and stuff. So if that's the case, we don't know yet because it's not out yet. But if that's the case, then this all makes sense.
I feel that. Proto?
Yeah, go ahead, Proto. Let us know.
Here we go. All right, so first off, I agree with X and Perry 100%. And it's interesting that Perry adds in the extra bit of we're going to price ourselves out of making consoles. So instead of doing what Sega did and just ran a clearance sale, a fire sale to get rid of the extra stock, they're just going to let it sit and rot, which really, really just baffles the ever-loving shit out of me. Because again, you said it, right at the top of this news, they're dead fucking last. All right, they are putting their games out on their competitors' consoles. They are a third-party publisher, and all these fucking stands out there that want to stand out there saying, oh, hey, this is great. This is Xbox taking over. Oh, the Project Trojan's horse is underway, and go fuck yourselves. You are the fucking reasons why Xbox is dying as a fucking brand. Why, instead of being a console, instead of being an industry leader, you are now regulated to being a subscription service app. That is your fault. Yeah. You over there talking and tagging Aaron Greenberg and Sarah Bond, throwing up X's on Twitter all fucking day. Oh, here's your crown, queen. Oh, I bleed green. I bleed green. Did you make any money off of that shit? Yeah. Did you make any money off of that shit? Did Microsoft pay you? No. Phil Spencer doesn't even know you from a fucking hole in the ground. He wouldn't pat your head to put out a fucking fire. Jesus Christ. And these guys, and they're out there photoshopping big ball fucking pictures of Phil Spencer and fucking shit with him in a fucking suit calling him the Godfather. Go fuck yourselves. Okay? This is why we're at where we're at. And then Xbox, Microsoft, they don't give a shit. Because they can lose all of this money on Xbox is a line item to Microsoft. It doesn't matter. That shit has been losing money as a brand since its inception, but it's backed by Microsoft, so it doesn't matter because Microsoft is a $3 trillion company. Is that what it is? One of the top 5 Forbes, whatever the fuck you want to call it. They don't give a shit. It's just like the money Xbox is losing on consoles and everything. They're just going to wipe their ass with it anyway. Doesn't fucking matter.
No. Shouldn't Game Pass be at like 50 million by now? Yeah,
it's just like, and then on top of it, nothing They just can't help but step on the fucking rake. And why do you think Phil Spencer's being quiet all of a sudden? Because I'm sure Nutella fucking Sacalak told him to shut his fucking mouth at this point because everything he's saying is bullshit. Because this is where we're at. And what unfortunately I see happening for the Xbox brand, and again, I was, everybody's be like, oh, Foxy's a pony and da-da-da-da-da. Fuck you, I was there ground fucking level, motherfuckers. 2001. Got my OG Xbox. Still play that shit. So you eat my ass. All right. What we are going to see, just like Perry said, is they're going to license the name to third-party things. You think we're ever going to see like an actual Microsoft Xbox branded piece of hardware ever again? Hell no. They're going to fucking license that shit out like it was a fucking hooker on Tuesday. Give me a fucking break.
They're already doing that with Gears.
Yeah, and we'll get there in a minute.
Hey, it's Tuesday. Where's the hooker? Where can I find him? You in the Chicagoland area? Let me know, dude.
I'm thinking you're going to have to go down to CalSag.
You got the red
light. CalSag Road, you mean?
CalSag Road. But it's just like it just floors me that they can just slam the door so hard in their face. They've got everything they need. They spent $80 billion on Bethesda and Activision. And then you got all these jackasses on social media out there saying, 500 million monthly active users. Motherfucker, that's Candy Crush and fucking Call of Duty. All right? Yeah, they're owned by Microsoft now. We get that. You drove that point fucking home. But Jesus Christ, it's like all of the brands that we loved as Xbox fans. Gears, and we're going to talk about that next. Gears, Halo, Forza. Where is that shit going, man? It's not staying on where it was, born and nurtured. I came up being an Xbox fan.
Yeah, no, we're going to talk about that in a few minutes. But man, like you're hitting the nail on the head, and it's a hard pill. It's a hard pill to swallow. Look, like no one can sit here and say, and no matter how diehard and how many Xboxes you own and how long we've been a fan, like. There can't be one of us, no matter how pro Xbox you are, how pro X like your channel is, that doesn't sit there and go, what the fuck is happening? Like, are we in the Twilight Zone? Like, this was a company that 2 or 3 years ago, especially as I said on Perry's show last night, after the Activision Blizzard acquisition, that we thought was like legitimately like ready to turn it around. And I mean, turn it around for themselves. I mean, turn it around in terms of, let's get serious about the X and the S, and let's get serious with our fan base, and let's bring the biggest and the best. And we'll leverage some of those licenses, sure, because they've been on the PlayStation, that's fine. Those games were there at the beginning, and they're going to be there now. But to kind of see them go, it's just not working for us over here in Xbox land. Let's put shit everywhere. Let's raise the prices. Like, right now, it's just like everything is stacking up against them, and I get it. Some people are never going to change, and they're going to love their Xbox no matter what, and it's fine. Like, you do you, however, whatever makes you happy, I guess at the end of the day, that's all that really matters. But for a lot of us, to me, I felt like we didn't invest all this money into this brand from them basically turn around and kick us in the nutsack and go, let's just give it over to PlayStation 2, right? Like, more players is great. I get it. More eyes on Gears is great. I get it. We'll talk about that in a second, but I don't know, man. It's just fucking weird, and I don't know.
And you said it perfectly. It's a kick in the nuts, and I think that's where I'm at as a gamer, as a fan who supported the brand from day one. It's just it's a kick in the nuts, and it's an insult. And I think and maybe I take it a little more personal than I should when I see these and these people on social media. I'm going to be one of those fucking weirdo boomers. These people on social media, they ain't fucking gamers. They are fucking stands to the nth degree. And my game, I got 100,000 gamer score on my gamer tag, motherfucker. That don't fucking matter. If you're fucking out there talking about how much money Microsoft is fucking making on their bottom line, you're not a gamer. And I can guarantee you haven't invested in Microsoft either. I can guarantee it.
I've been on Xbox, like I said, for over 21 years, never missed a payment. I've been there since the beginning, even before Xbox Live. So, I mean, I can understand why they do it, but they're doing it for the wrong reason.
You
Yeah,
never missed a payment.
and
That's
that's,
still repossessing your car.
Who said in the chat? They're a $3.2 trillion company. They had the means and the know-how to turn it around on their own. They didn't have to basically hooker themselves out, right? All they had to do was just market properly, bear down on their console, and it's not about. No, it is about. It always was. Why did it matter years ago? And all of a sudden, it doesn't matter now. When you're losing the narrative, it doesn't matter. But a couple of years ago, yes, every fucking channel was all about console war, and it was about sales on consoles. And then to start at the moment that Microsoft started slipping, you notice that, and then they stopped announcing how many they would sell. And you could see the writing on the wall. It's like, okay, they're losing. And instead of just going, we're getting their ass kicked and trying to do something about it, they went, whatever, fuck it. We won't announce how many numbers. We'll just say, our engagement numbers are good. Okay. But that's kind of what started the snowball effect. And we all know that console sales, I get they don't make a lot of money on the console. There's not one of us here that says differently, right? They barely make anything, if anything at all. But logic would tell you the more consoles you have in people's fucking homes means the more chances are you're going to buy games and content for said console, which logically would mean more Game Pass, right? Subscriptions, logically, right? I just don't know why they didn't kind of go all in on that. Instead, decided to be like Perry said, they put all the eggs in the Game Pass basket, and when that one failed. I wouldn't say it failed, okay, but when it didn't hit the way it was supposed to hit, they thought it was a home run. They thought they could go out, do minimal effort, put some good games in eventually, and this thing would just take off. And yet we're still struggling to get past, not even 40 million subs, right? Even though you can play it on a PC and a fucking phone and Xbox. You see the problem?
Yeah, originally it was to sell consoles. They were like, if we can't sell the console, we give the games away. Then they have to buy the console. That didn't work. Then they shifted over to PC and then Play Anywhere, and they just kept pivoting and shifting, which is what you have to do in the industry, in business, right? But they did it in a way where they cannibalized themselves. So
what's going on, Methaline R? Yeah, I totally agree with them on this statement. They screwed their hardware in the space.
Dreadpool, what's up, man?
It'll be a miracle to get the hardware back. And I agree. At this point, you're not doing anything with the Series X generation, and what they're going to do with the next one is anybody's guess. But the way they're marketing right now, nobody even gives a fuck. So why even bother? Right?
You know what's sad? Exactly. They had a chance to corner the market, pumping out all these games. All these games. And if they had just kept them on their console, you can't do nothing about the Call of Duty thing. That's an Activision deal that's been done because of the content. But every other game, you could have kept them all on your console.
Yeah.
And that would have sent a statement. I can't, because the other one right now was having problems making games for their console. You could have ate their lunch.
Oh, could have.
They could have.
And then you going up on that $600, you could have said, you want to play these games? Yeah, I don't like it, the $600, but then you would have had a good reason to justify the $600 because it was the only place where you could play those Xbox games.
And here's the thing. Here's the thing with that. The reason why we're seeing what we're seeing out of them right now, and the whole them upping the prices on everything, that's just traditional them stepping on a fucking rake. You want to know why all this is happening? It's called return on investment. Phil Spencer played fast and loose with $80 billion of Microsoft's money. That wasn't Xbox money. That wasn't Phil Spencer's money. That was Microsoft's money. And you know what Microsoft wants back now? Where's my money? Where's my money? Well, you got my money? You got my money? Well, guess what, Phil? Now we're putting the games on Sony. And then you got all these other fools out there saying, oh, well, now they're just going to go ahead and give us Spider-Man and throw us a bone. Well, they ain't throwing you shit. You ain't getting a goddamn thing, and you're going to like it. You're going to get crazy prices.
Proto, Helldivers 2 is coming to Xbox.
Yeah, it's coming. Yep, Helldivers 2, Spider-Man 2. Yeah, that's all coming. It ain't shit coming. You're going to get raised prices on Game Pass. And the thing about Game Pass is, too, and Noof, you were making the point about it, and it should have been a home run. It should have even been a bigger home run because they nuked live service. They rolled all that shit into Game Pass. You can't even play with your friends online anymore without some kind of level of Game Pass. Mm-hmm. And you're still
you can. You can buy the regular gold at $79 a year. You can get that one for $79.
Well, yeah, it's yeah. That's
it was 50 when I started.
Just real quick, we got a couple of super chats. Let's get those out of the way first before we scroll on by. RWK88, he drops $1.99. Take it away, Perry.
The Soldier Boy console will take Xbox's place.
Yeah.
God, I hope not.
Exclusives. And we got another super chat coming in from Adidas20.
Salute. There you go. Thank you guys.
Thank you so much for the super chat and stopping by to check out the show. Glad you could be here.
Breaking news. Mental 9R bought a PlayStation 5 Pro today.
Oh, wow.
Oh, shit.
Hey, I got a question for you guys on this.
Welcome to the club.
I got a question for you guys on this topic real quick.
Yeah.
What up, Ho?
So, since the concept of Microsoft is putting all their games on PlayStation is out, do you think when the next gen come out, people will wait until Sony PlayStation makes their next gen and not buy an Xbox?
No one's buying. Only the hardcore are buying the Xbox.
No, I'm talking about the new generation coming out.
Yeah, next gen.
Are you talking about somebody hopping over?
Yeah, because of all Xbox games is coming to PlayStation. So the rumor is, and I hate to see it because I'm an Xbox.
I don't even know how they market the next Xbox.
But it's like,
what do you say?
I think you just stick with your PlayStation.
All people over there gonna say we can play it on PlayStation a little while. Why should I buy it? And they cannibalize themselves by doing this right now.
It's absolutely sickening, dude. You're not selling consoles. You raise the fucking price. Then you want to talk about tariffs, but it makes me question the tariff ideology of it because it's global. Globally, the price is fucking up everywhere.
Yeah.
Then if they do take the tariffs away, I goddamn bet you ain't gonna fucking drop those prices.
They're not
gonna. And now they're sending the president.
They want to raise the prices. They want the excuse.
And
any excuse they can find.
Exactly what Perry said. They're gonna try to fucking slowly just squeeze themselves out of the fucking console market. It just becomes more apparent when you think about it like that. It's
Frank said.
$80 added onto a fucking Series S. That's the system that got you in this generation to even begin with. And then you're fucking upping it 80. And then you up the fucking Series X to 100. Nobody wants your consoles, but you're charging more. The parts didn't become more. They were already outdated when you put them in the fucking console.
Let me just address Portal Play real quick because he's bringing up the tariffs. And I guess, we know that the tariffs will play a part in all this shit.
Right.
Nobody's saying they're not. But here's another thing. Before the tariffs before Donald Trump even took over the United States as the next president, right? We were seeing prices increase on the daily, right? It was everything. And look at Nintendo, right? Nintendo is the first time in their history they didn't even drop the fucking Nintendo Switch. They didn't give their fucking player base a bone this generation. They milked it for every fucking dime. So don't tell me these cunts are fucking greedy. They took advantage of COVID because they knew everybody had to stay in the fucking house. They kind of kept things at a status quo, but they were making pretty good money because everybody was investing in the games industry. We were all fucking subscribing, buying games at record pace because we had nothing else to do. We couldn't fucking go anywhere. We had to play games. But then they didn't adapt the market to adjust for sort of the downtrend in the market because people weren't buying and we weren't playing the same because now we're outside again and we're, perhaps banging the old lady. I don't fucking know, riding quads, and riding dirt bikes. I don't know, riding a horse. Who the fuck knows what the hell you're doing?
Yeah.
But the industry is greedy as fuck, and that's apparent. And they just take one person to follow suit. And don't worry, I guarantee you, it's Microsoft raising prices here. Don't worry, Sony's probably going to follow suit pretty soon. So don't hold your panties in a fucking knot. They're not going to sit there and go, well, if the fucking third place fucking company is raising, god damn, we're really going to go
exactly.
in.
Yeah, Sony's going to go for it.
Yeah. It's even if you want to talk about tariffs, the digital games are fucking still up. AEC founder said in the chat, what you're shipping over a digital fucking product? Oh man, where is it on the shipping container? It must be in the back. I'll wait for it. You know what I mean? What the fuck are we talking about here, dude?
Here's the thing. They can't.
Answer me this too, right? How come the cost of PC graphics cards didn't go up? Now, when a new PC graphics card comes out, the other one's dropping price. Do they not? They go up?
What about the ones that are already still in the United States? Those ones didn't get fucking really tariffed, but I'm not no expert, but I'm just being I'm just questioning what's around me. You know what I mean? Like I can't just be like, oh, everything's cool. But like you've had these Xboxes in the back for like, I don't know, about a year maybe because ain't nobody buying them. So like, what'd you just like slap the
technically those should
fucking
stay,
tariff sticker on it? Like tariff approved.
Those should stay
Oh
500
my God.
because I'm in the freight business. Well, I used to be, but I know about it. If you got these things sitting still in the warehouse, they were there before the tariffs. The date says that on the console when it got there, or anything electronic. So there's no way it should be a price jump like that. Now, like Walmart and everybody else, they automatically kicked it all to $600. All the consoles that are still here.
That was like that was an across the board.
Yeah, that you should not have been able to do that. That if it came overseas, it would have been a different story. Now, when gaming crashes and burns, this time you can't blame it on ET. You can blame it on corporate. You
blame
can
it
blame
on corporate.
Blame it on corporate. Yep.
Just wait till they raise Game Pass. Then we're gonna see where everybody's breaking point is. I can't fucking wait. Everybody that says, I mean, it's a great value right now.
If they put Game Pass up another $5 in the US, it makes it $300 a year.
Dude,
is it worth it?
I don't know. It's a good value right now with everything coming out, but not 25.
Yeah, I'm going back to just 1 year subscription.
Like everybody's crap.
Now the game prices are going up. So guess what? They're going to make Game Pass look even more attractive now if they fucking put Game Pass up because game prices are going up. So they're going to say, well, even if you put Game Pass up $5, that's still less than buying 3 full price games because most of the games are $80, $90, and $100. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you got to include tax into that.
So don't worry, they're gonna play that. They're gonna play that fucking card on you too here in about a couple of months' time. Don't worry, and if they don't do it this year, I guarantee you they do it right before GTA fucking drops. Because they'll be saying, "Well, this game's so expensive, we better jack up the cost of Game Pass because that's still a fucking value." But when is enough enough? The reason people bought Game Pass wasn't just because they had some good games in there and they were day and date, but it's because it was great value. But it's just like people have shown Netflix. At some point, you go from $7.99, and within like 3 to 5 years, you're on nearly triple the price. People are like, fuck this.
For the big top premium version, the Netflix is like $25.
Yeah, like people are getting fed up, and the fact that it's not just one subscription service taking you to the cleaners.
It's all of them.
They're all fucking taking you to the cleaners, and people are literally paying now. Remember, people used to complain about the cable bill, and now the cable bill looks fucking cheap. You're like, geez, I don't want cable back again. Right? People are asking for fucking cable back because the subscription services are retarded.
Yeah, they are actually.
Cable, baby.
Yeah, cable subscriptions are coming back up now. Yeah, they are.
So,
Netflix is in that weird spot where they are unstoppable because they kind of got the market largely cornered and everybody else is playing fiddle, right?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Game Pass is not in that point, and thank God they're not because probably if they did have the market covered, God knows what the fucking price might be. Well, we got 100 million people on Game Pass. Jesus, let's really raise the fucking roof.
So CD Keys removed all their 3-month subscriptions for Xbox. So I mean, you can't even get it for cheap anymore.
What?
Yeah, I used to get if I just needed it online.
They only offer 1 month for $28. $28 used to be for 3 months.
What? Oh my!
So that's what I did last time. I stacked it up for a year. That's it. Once it runs out, I'm not doing it again.
I'm picking and choosing. PC Game Pass is cheaper. If you're gonna be, it's time to be smart about your money because they don't give a fuck. They're not trying to save you anything too much. So
PC Game Pass is also rising. So what if they throw that up another $5?
I mean, it's a 12. I mean, if it's under 20, I can handle it.
On Xbox, we still got to pay to fucking play online, right? PC guys don't even have to pay to play online. Xbox still got to pay, at least for the shittiest tier service, just to get online and play with your friends, right?
Yeah, like I said, I'm not afraid to go back to $80 a year, even though right now I'll just buy the games that I want to play.
Exactly.
That's how
you just poke around and you sub when you can. Yeah, it's time to stop just dumping money into them. You can support Xbox. There's nothing wrong with supporting Xbox, but I think you need to support them in different ways. I think it's because that's what I'm doing.
Just give me the bare minimum so I can play with you guys, just like I've always been doing.
Exactly.
You can get that version of Battlefield. It's on sale right now. It's not that much.
You know what? I have a question. Can people?
I mean, I have a physical copy of it, but
Xbox games to
it's not the cross-gen bundle. It's the one that you can play. It's backwards compatible with Series X and the One X and the One, but it's not. But again, it's not the cross-gen, so that's
Safe
why.
House Sam edition.
Yeah, exactly. Probably the fucking edition because it makes no sense.
The cleanest edition.
Yeah, let me look at it right
big
now.
bite mark on the disc.
Because now we can look at the app on our phone and see how much the price is in the Xbox app.
Finally, I know. I liked how that was on the PlayStation.
And let me clarify something to any Xbox people in the chat, people that prefer Xbox and stuff. I know our opinions here. You know, they're kind of hard to take in some ways. I totally get it, but don't worry. None of us are sitting here and like we're happy that we feel this way or that this is the kind of shit we're going to talk about.
I own 16 series consoles. I own all the Xboxes. I have every single Xbox 360 Slim.
Fans. I prefer to play on Xbox. I play my Xbox far more than I play my PlayStation, okay? Or my Switch. You can look at my online hours way different. You'll see me on Xbox all the time. So I haven't abandoned it. I haven't given up on it. Again, it's still my preferred platform of choice. And it's where I'm going to hopefully continue to play. Again, my question is now, if they are going to make more hardware, how the fuck do they even market the next one? Because, I mean, we all got excited for the Series X, but I don't even know how I can get excited for the next one. Well, you're going to tell me that it's fucking Lenovo Xbox or fucking, like, what, Samsung going to make an Xbox? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just starting to feel weird, and I don't know. Like, so what when you bring it out, what are you going to tout? It's the most powerful console, or this thing has Game Pass at $1.99? What is your promotion at this point? Like, are they going to come out and start going back to like we're going to have exclusives or something again? Like, that would be fucking weird. Like,
you're going to buy your games
the writing on the wall. We know where they're going with this. And if you think it stops at Gears and this Reloaded game, you're full of shit because this is just open the doors for the full flight. Yep. I guarantee you, come the summer, you're going to see fucking Starfield will be announced coming over probably for the fall. When the next Elder Scrolls goes, I guarantee it's on the PlayStation the same day it's on Xbox. Yep. So you can mark it in the book, man. It's coming. So Xbox offers you nothing but Game Pass and the fact that your games are tied to an Xbox account and you got your friends there. That's it. Yep. That's the end of the story.
Yep, that is right. That is right.
Right? Like most of us now, if I didn't have so much tied up in Xbox and I didn't have like hundreds of digital games and I didn't have this massive physical library, I wouldn't give a shit. I'd go down and do the new Phenomics again. But
I'd be right behind you, man.
Exactly, dude. I feel that too because there's some days when I'm just like
a lot of money for them. $412.
It's kind of the same reason that like some guys and ladies stay in a bad relationship because they got to keep the kids intact, but that's the only reason they're there.
That was like the analogy I used for wrestling back in the day.
That's awesome, dude.
WWE was like a bad relationship.
It's just it's rough, dude. We're all still Xbox.
Hey, listen, GameStop is giving $412.50 for the Series X right now. If you wanted to jump out, that means you rented the console for 4.5 years.
Yeah,
for $80-$90.
And I don't disagree with Cyber Gunter. Cyber gives me the gears from time to time. I love Cyber. We play together. We're good buddies.
He's right
I respect his opinion. Yeah. He's honest about it. And like he says, get with the times and adapt. We're still trying. I mean, Cyber, you're ahead of the trend, I guess. You're ahead of some of us guys. And again, you just want to play great games. We totally get that, dude. We totally get it. We're not saying you're wrong or whatever, but we're still going to enjoy games. I mean, fuck, I've been enjoying what is it? I enjoyed Avowed. I've been enjoying the hell out of South of Midnight. Like, so nothing's going to change. We're still going to enjoy the games. Yeah. We're just saying that
support them in different ways.
It's just a weird scenario, and Xbox is.
Well, we also pay for this stuff too. I have thousands of digital games on here, and I know they're saying your games are safe for now until they pivot again and they say, hey, guys, you know what? We can't afford the servers anymore. We got to shut the games down. What happens?
And that's the thing. It's like, and it's Cyber Gunter. I like you were saying too. He's ahead of the curve, but like you guys, and I'm just super passionate about it. Like you guys, we all got shit tied up into this. And, for years we believed in this fucking brand. Hell, I jumped out of the pool for a little bit, but they sucked me back in. I lost my original gamer tag, jumped out for a bit because I was pissed off about it, and then realized, oh, hey, this is where my friends are at. I guess I have to come back in.
Yeah, so I love that. That's why we love Xbox.
Yeah,
well, dude, most of us have had podcasts now for 10 years, and we've been defending the fucking brand, and now we can't defend them anymore. So it makes us look like fucking idiots. We went to bat for them so many times, and then they took us and went.
Exactly.
It's a big black dildo.
It's basically the dream for a lot of these guys are where they're photoshopping Phil Spencer with a big dick, just slapping it across their face at this point. It's like, oh yeah, do it again. Give me another. It's just
it sucks. We gave them every excuse in the book, bro.
And it's not a fluke that Xbox did so well with the 360. So why didn't you just kind of go back and draw it to the well? But I get it. Xbox was in a dire place during the Xbox One generation, where again it was fallen by the wayside. The wrong people were in charge, and like I said, the brand nearly went under. Yes, you credit Phil. He largely that's a funny thing, right? Because he largely saved the brand only to kill it later. Does that make sense? At least that's how I feel. He saved it momentarily and then fucking killed it again. It's like, yeah, we're just using a different bullet this time. It's like Russian roulette. Oh, we got past this, but then Satya got involved, and of course the shareholders got involved, and it turned in from being a company that honored its fans and respected tradition, and totally went against the grain and said, oh, "Fuck it, we need the Fortnite money because we're not rich enough as it is. So let's just fucking hand it over, right?"
Yep. No, you're right, dude. You are right. Once he spent that money, we thought a different thing was going to happen. We thought we were going to get exclusives, and we thought we were going to have that power of that narrative going forward and kind of gain control of the market a little bit. But I didn't realize that once that money got spent, that it's just the top guys, the suits at the top of the fucking chain. They wanted their money back, and they were going to do anything they could. And that's when Phil lost his fucking grip on the shit.
Is there one person in the podcast industry, or even in the journalism, who 2 years ago would have basically said Xbox is going to be where it is now?
Oh,
no, dude. Because I told, dude, I remember when 2020 came out, I was telling people, like, dude, Xbox is back, baby. The vision is back, where these games are coming. The games start rolling out. The year the vision starts rolling out, they are just like, eat shit. And then we go like, oh, what the fuck was that? And then just spitting all over us. And oh my God.
The first red flag was Halo Infinite getting delayed a year.
Yeah. Don't worry, it's not a sign.
It's like finally getting with the girl of your dreams, and right after you get with her, she goes, "But you know what, dear? I'm sorry, but I slept with about 300 dudes before you."
Yeah. Or she has a dick.
I'm like, oh,
my body count is 450.
It's like, oh my God, what is that?
So fucking special anymore when you know she's been plugged by everybody in the block.
Yeah,
hot dog down a hallway, brother. Hot dog down a hallway.
Yeah. See, I'm gonna do the inverse, because this whole Activision thing, I was against it because I looked at it as like consolidation.
Oh, wise beyond your years, Proto.
Yeah, and I'm thinking like, oh, this is going to be bad because all of a sudden you get this shit under one roof, and now they can control the narrative, they can control the price, and that's going to be bad. Now, it would have been great for them if they would have kept all that shit exclusive, just like what, if they would have done it with Bethesda. It's like, yeah, it would have made them bank. But now we're seeing the complete opposite of that. It's like, okay, we bought all this shit up just to be a third-party publisher.
Right.
And it's like, and I get it, because Microsoft themselves as a company is more a publisher. They publish software. Yep. They never had their own dedicated hardware except for a Zune and a phone. And look how well those did. I mean, if we look at it that way, Xbox has been their most successful hardware brand out of what they've all had to offer. But yeah, coming out of Activision, and when they were able to close that deal, I'm thinking, oh God, this is going to be a goddamn nightmare. We're consolidating. And that's bad when big businesses consolidate. And instead, now it's just like, no, they just consolidated just so they can spread the shit out everywhere else. None of it makes sense. I mean, I guess at the end of the day, it makes sense financially for them, because it's like, again, Microsoft came calling and wanted their fucking $80 billion back, and this is how they're going to get it.
Yeah,
it's just it's just so wild.
I mean, if there was three reasons to still want to be an Xbox, like to hang on to Xbox as your primary, again, was the identity of Xbox surrounding the Halo, the Gears, and the Forza. When Forza Horizon came over, I think we knew right then and there, this is the writing on the wall. They started with perhaps the easiest title to wean us off of this because, like, yeah, we love Forza, don't get me wrong, but it's a racing game. This was one of those games you kind of go, okay. But when you see now Marcus Phoenix and Gears go, which was for a large period of time, that was as iconic or just about as iconic as Halo, you kind of go, oh shit, it's like, yeah, there's no 4 games anymore. This is the gauntlet, baby. This is it. I don't care if it is reloaded. This just generally means it's a warm-up phase to bring in Judgment over to PlayStation.
E-Day.
Or E-Day.
E-Day will be day 1.
Yeah.
I'm calling it right now. I'm calling that shot.
It's going to be
PlayStation
everything.
fanboy, right? This is the appetizer to the entree. That's what it is.
I wish they were just real with us.
Hype, bring in this franchise. And it's cool, like I said, having more players, too, is not the worst thing. We talked about this last night on your show, Perry. Like, there are some positives about this, right? That we get to play Gears with more people, which means the game might get a new lease on life, might be bigger and better than ever.
Yeah.
Obviously, if it means more titles down the road, that's not the worst thing in the world.
With haptic feedback. Revving up that Lancer with this thing.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. It's going to be fucking killer, dude.
Yeah.
And the wild thing is...
I don't even like this controller, but it's going to be cool because it uses haptics. So why not?
And the wild thing is about that. Are we now officially talking about Gears, or are we waiting? Because then I don't want to like step over that yet.
I don't care. We can roll into it. It's all up to do.
Yeah, no. We can go into the games now. The pricing thing, debacle, we've kind of stepped on it.
Yeah.
We know it's outrageous, it's crazy. And there's only one way to combat rising prices, and everybody knows what it is. And it's the hardest thing in the world to fucking do, and that's just not buy the shit.
Right.
But we're gamers, and like we all have different ceilings. I get it. Some people didn't buy the PlayStation VR because it was too much money. I dropped it day one because I love VR. And I knew what I was getting. And to me, again, it's worth the money. Maybe not to half of the panel or to half of the chat, but I love VR, and I don't regret paying. I know it was overpriced. It should have been less. But, again, I don't regret it. So, again, it's all in the eyes of the beholder and how it makes you feel. But, again, ultimately, if we want prices to either decrease or change, we've got to speak with our wallets. That's the only thing that resonates with shareholders is when they see shit plummet, they start fighting dog and dog, or they go out of business. You know,
see that $100
buy the last Saints Row game, and look where they are now, right?
That $100 they went up could be some eggs, some sandwich meat, and some bread.
One bag.
Not that hard. You can do it. If it's not on sale, I don't buy it. There's another thing. Wait for sale.
Yeah, I'm right there with you, bro.
Yeah,
it's gotta be choosy,
man. They don't realize what the economy is like right now.
Yeah.
They're just not paying attention. It's stupid. But oh well, that's on them. Let them learn the hard way.
Yeah, I don't like the mentality is to sell less at a higher price to make money. I'm always in the belief you sell more at a lower price because you get more people in your product.
I mean,
that's why
the long term for the health of your brand and your product than it is to choke people to death on an expensive product and nobody fucking has it.
That's why these lower price games,
the more people play it. There you go.
That's why these lower price games are selling more than these higher price games. These new games that come out at the lower prices are selling so much more than these higher price games out here. And they just don't get it. They just don't get it.
Well, people hating on Tim Dog, but the dude's fucking right. There's not many of us out there just as passionate as he is. Fucking guy, he saw the writing on the wall. He just called it before everybody else and took a lot of shit. He was a pony and blah blah blah. No, he just knows that Xbox had a chance to dominate and conceded. They conceded. They didn't even battle this time around, which is sad.
They laid down hard.
You know, the fact that their games are selling like crazy on PlayStation is fucking fantastic. It's kind of weird. It's one of those. You're kind of sad to say it, but it's true. Like, they're the top selling games under Xbox published titles.
Right.
Right? Well, kudos to them.
Yeah.
Kudos to them. They're making the fucking money.
They're making the money.
Accept that, right?
The games are over there. That's not a problem anymore. You know what I mean? We already know. We already knew that like a little bit ago. It's no sticker shock, like hearing it. Seeing it, yeah, there was some sticker shock and shit. But we already know they're going. It's just I'm not mad that Gears of War is going over there, and some people might misconstrue that. It's not the idea that the game's going over there. I let that go a while ago. It's the fact that it's gonna sound weird, but like, dude, I grew up on playing all systems, but like when it push comes to shove, I'm gonna tell you my day one system is Xbox. Mm-hmm. So you know what I mean? Like that's my go-to because of the community and all my friends and everything. And it's hard. It's a hard pill to swallow because you start to realize that like as much as like you like the Xbox, like it's starting to become reality that you don't even need your Xbox to play the games you want. So as a person trying to get things in life, like I'm trying to buy a fucking house, I'm trying to start a family, I need more money, more free money in my pocket. I can't be spending more on a console that's already out fucking dated. And then if I can buy all your fucking games in the same other fucking spot, I'll just go do that. Use my Xbox as a community box when we play community games. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? I got my PC. It's cheaper. I'm a second class sitting on fucking Xbox. Like, I don't even feel like I'm that important. I mean, granted, they're a fucking $1 trillion company, but like, let's be real here. Let's be fucking real. Like, it's not even the games. It's just the fact that it's starting to realize that I don't even need my Xbox anymore to do my shit. And it kind of aggravates me, like, as an Xbox person. Yeah. Like, Mitch.
I want to address this. Right. Was creating Game Pass a downfall?
Whoa, what the hell's he got?
I got my shirt on.
It's yes. I think it's yes.
You
and no.
see this?
Disagree on this.
You see this, Phil? You made me do this show. You made me do it. You made me do it, Phil.
Oh.
And now the whole point of that question was doing
the fucking king is back, baby. Let's fucking go. You fucking asked for it. Back on. Don't do it. Don't do it.
He's gonna jump on.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Frog splash. Don't do it, Phil. Don't do it. Oh.
He's stupid.
Oh, he didn't want it.
You know what?
He's got more.
Wicked, you're the reason why they're trying to outlaw me.
This is what you wanted, Phil.
Hey, the king is back. Worth now. Come on, man. What are you doing?
King, fuck the box. I got more of them upstairs.
Was worth like $250.
Fuck that shit. I got more of them upstairs. The king is back. I'm here. The crown.
You know, maybe you should do drugs.
Oh, shit.
Acknowledge me. Acknowledge me, Sir X-Man.
Oh my
Stevie,
god.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was.
That was fucking dynamite.
Man, yeah, I can see your red on
We've officially made episode 28 probably
Yeah.
the best episode of this.
Yeah, my heart rate. You know, with all that water I was drinking, Daddy's got a cramp. Oh my god.
So where were we?
Oh my god.
Does your wife have a dildo in the house? Because she should take it and then fuck the hole in that Xbox.
No, she's got something even better, baby. What are these?
Oh,
what are these, you
you're the big boy now.
Oh
Your
my
elbows
god.
up on that too.
That's right.
He just humped that PS5 Pro.
Of a pony right here, live on DAB.
He went. Yeah, he went. All he needs is a horse
He went
head.
into business for himself.
You better be careful with your new Xbox you were just holding up.
Look at this.
There you go. The ripped remnants.
Yep.
Fucking done.
Stevie, man, what happens when you chew 5 gum?
Right.
I don't need this anymore.
Oh, shit. What's he doing?
Respect that shit.
Oh.
Here you go, Phil.
Oh my god, the fucking chat here is fucking epic right now.
Hey, put it over your shoulder like the rocket launcher.
What am I getting for this trending now, Phil?
You got it backwards. You got it backwards.
Oh.
This is getting his last fucking vision in Doom when we play on community night. Goodbye to the forever.
You got it backwards, buddy. You just shot a hole in your freaking wall.
Oh
Yeah! Fucking melting, motherfuckers.
Oh man.
Oh wow.
Oh, fucking sweating over now, you motherfucker.
I know, man. Oh, that was good.
All right.
You don't need no health club today, bro.
Well, if you want to see
absolutely-
Frank and I smashing a Series X, I'm going to post that link in the chat.
Oh, man.
You're going to watch it later. Don't watch it now.
This room, it looks like a tornado just fucking hit it.
Oh man.
The king. The king is here.
They're gonna have to. They're gonna do that. That
you want to see him take a big fucking sledgehammer to freaking.
Oh,
there it is. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Check it out.
Excellent.
And
That was one of the 329 Xboxes, by the way.
Too.
Fuck. That was
Hey, Wicked, you
absolutely.
didn't mess up your rock band guitar, did you? Doing all that. I got mine sitting right over here.
Oh shit.
We supposed to
No,
play rock
what they
band
got to do
sometime.
is somebody's got to.
Yes, sir, I love my guitar.
What somebody's got to do is get the screen cap of fucking HaWt's face right after he did all that, where he was just
You
sitting.
got to get this guy a
back,
4K
left-
camera on top of that so you can see what's actually going on.
Yeah, and then just put the caption under it. Just says "I just came," and that would be it.
When she says you're ready for round 2, huh?
Yeah. Oh,
Oh man, dude.
God.
Oh shit.
So yeah, Gears. Yeah.
Yeah, back on topic.
Years of horror
Take it away,
because
boys.
it's being hoarded
Where the
out.
fuck we were now. Like I'm lost. That was awesome.
Oh,
That's a great. That's a great way to bring
Great
you
segue.
in.
It's sad.
You know,
That's sad.
I just want to go back to addressing Cybers. He said it was Game
Yeah,
Pass
that
and
was one.
Xbox. Okay. My take on it is yes and no. I guess the problem was I don't think it's the death of Xbox. I think what Game Pass did though is it changed the industry, and most importantly, it changed the way that Xbox approached its business model. And I largely think again because they had that cheap buy-in and they did the day and date stuff, they thought that Game Pass would be like it would be something that not only Xbox gamers gravitated to, but people that didn't own an Xbox would have bought an Xbox to have Game Pass because it was access to hundreds of these games at their fingertips for paying a very small monthly fee. I think that's where they went into this. The problem was it didn't happen the way they wanted. And that was largely also in part because the timing was awful. They didn't have enough content, in my personal opinion. They didn't have enough great content when Game Pass was trying to hit its stride. And then COVID happened. I think it was a shitstorm of multiple proportions. We're starting to see the fruits of the labor now, right? But now it's almost a little too late, right? Halo was supposed to be the game that rewrote the script. It was supposed to be the game that kind of reignited the love. And I'm not saying Halo Infinite was bad. I think we all agree it was a decent game, but it wasn't the game that the fans really wanted and that Microsoft expected, especially for that much money and that much time of development and all the negative publicity going up to that. I think it really killed the vibe, and we got what we got. Again, not brutal by any means, but not up to expectations. I mean, fuck, I'm even going back and playing Doom 2016, and that game looks fucking way better than Halo Infinite. Right? In my
I don't
personal,
care what people
Yeah.
say. I think Halo Guardians, 5 Guardians look
5
good.
is better looking,
The
yes.
story,
Oh, God.
the story wasn't that great, but the multiplayer in that was fire. The multiplayer was fire. I don't care what Mr. Crappy Pants says over there.
Because Infinite was better.
Yeah, I like the multiplayer. The story was okay, but it wasn't a traditional Halo story. I get that with Halo 5 Guardians. But the multiplayer, I could not stop playing it with my friends. It was
See, Guardians did my boy Locke dirty, so it's never going to be forgivable anyway.
Yeah, but I was into it for the multiplayer mostly.
Well,
Story's always a side
but
piece.
I enjoyed Infinite's multiplayer more than 5's anyway. So, but to riff off of Nuke's point is, I'm thinking more along the lines of just oh God.
What, do you have the minis title?
Get the fuck
It's what he's
out
at.
of
If we're gonna bring out titles, I'm just gonna grab one of my.
Hold on a
replicas
minute.
in a second.
I
Hang
got
on.
the
like
chip
10 of them in the closet.
because I'm the market leader. Hold up. Hold
Is
up.
that a Wonder Woman badge on there?
Yeah, when I grew up, we had Wonder Woman. In today's age, we wonder if it's a woman.
Now I got the Xbox games. I'm the double champ, bitch. I'm the fucking double champ.
Oh my god. Let's get the tag
That would
team
be
title.
Sony, sir. They have both GOWs now. God of War and Gears of War.
Yeah, I'm sitting pretty on top of the mountain, boys. I'm sitting pretty.
And they're both pro enhanced.
Yeah.
Hang on a second.
They got all the GOWs.
You want to see a real
baby.
belt? Hang on.
Hey, man, I got that belt.
Oh,
I got the other belt.
classic.
Oh, he got the real belt.
Yeah, I got the real one. Come on, man. Let's go.
Put on the Kane theme song. Put on the Kane theme song. Now.
Oh man,
That was the belt that Hogan had when?
That's
when he spray painted it.
Is
This
it
is a big
the
deal.
WWF title
Oh,
right there?
that one too.
There's the one. That's my
Yeah.
favorite right
Dude,
there.
the wing
You like the
This
one?
is a
I like the
freaking
undisputed.
attitude belt right here.
The undisputed
That
one
one.
with the black letter in the back.
Hey,
Yeah, that's
look,
the one Macho
The
Man
undisputed
had.
title. That was a
hey,
tag
Wicked
belt
got
we
two
cared about.
W's, right? Wonder Woman.
Yeah. Yeah, Wonder Woman. That's right. That's right.
Oh,
what
no.
title? What title are you holding next, man? The Divas title?
Oh, God.
Bitch.
I'm not a
Oh,
belt like
there you
that.
go. RWK is asking the question now.
That is a nice belt, though, Perry. That's a nice belt.
What's up, bitch?
Oh, fuck. Well, we started gaming after dark and it turned into a goddamn wrestling podcast.
Is it really? Oh,
Welcome to BK, where you rule.
Oh my god. Fucking hilarious.
yeah.
News going to
Fuck.
get something now. Oh, shit.
No, I'm not getting nothing. I'm trying to figure out what the hell happened to my hockey game.
Oh, man. Yeah, I sent Mental 9i down there. He's fucking cutting the cable right now. He's like,
Might as well.
The game-
The others are still losing 2-1.
gave him a butter knife. He's still there.
Yeah, Mental said, what the hell is happening to After
Got
Dark?
the Monopoly title.
Ah!
Oh, shit.
Oh,
How many times you got to pass go for that one?
Monopoly champion. Look at that shit. Do
Oh,
not
that's
pass
amazing.
go.
Wow. That's nice, dude. That is really, really
That is
nice.
amazing.
I got the Mario Kart title.
Oh, no Mario Kart.
This guy's got everything.
He does.
No.
He's gonna give me a run for my money. Shit.
Probably got a fucking hot dog eating belt too, or something like Jesus. Holy fuck! Look at that.
What
Damn.
the fuck?
Can't see it.
Did you just did you get those off a line or something, or like did you get to win them or something? That's cool.
You don't have
Shit.
y'all.
All right, no more. belts.
Damn. That is fucking cool. Awesome stuff,
That
guys.
was nice, dude. I like those belts, Perry. Those are nice.
Thanks.
Those are Hey, Wicked. You feel like a little boy now with those little belts, right?
Hold on. What'd you say? What did you
He needs a
say?
4K camera and a new belt, an actual belt.
Yeah, I'm going to get the undisputed one. That would be my choice. The one that Brock Lesnar had in like 2000. Oh,
An
Perry.
oversized tag belt.
Wait, what did you say?
It's an oversized tag team belt. You didn't know that?
No, it's not, Perry. You take that back.
Look
You
at the
take it
belt.
back.
The same thing.
You son of a bitch.
That belt.
I'm not going to, you know what? I'm just going to act like you never said it.
Well, I stopped watching wrestling in the mid '90s, so I don't count.
He missed everything.
Back on topic
missed
of
all the
that
good
with
stuff.
Gears going to PlayStation. Obviously, it's obviously coming on an Xbox. For those who don't know, if you have at least the digital version of Gears Ultimate, you will get the upgrade for free. It's $39.99 to buy the game digitally when it comes out. I think it's on August the 26th, if my memory serves correct.
Yep.
A lot of us here, I don't know, where are you guys planning to buy it? I'm actually, like you said earlier, Perry, I'm actually excited to play it on the PlayStation simply because I think playing it with the DualSense would be a lot of fun. And because I've already played on an Xbox multiple times, at least it'd be somewhat different. So you playing it on PlayStation?
Yes. We're all ponies now.
I want the
I'd say
trophies.
the majority of us are going to buy it, right?
Trophies.
Most of us
I'm
are
going to buy it on
next week.
PlayStation because I've had it on Xbox 360 all the way to right now. But
Yeah.
I'm going to buy it on PlayStation because it's Pro Enhanced. I bought a Pro. So I'm
You know
going
what's
to.
going to
It
be?
will be on Game
You know
Pass.
what's
on
going to
the
be?
UK.
You know what's going to be weird for that on PlayStation? I'm not trying to say anything, but where your sticks are,
Yeah.
they're straight on.
Yeah, it's gonna be a little different.
Trying to go up to do your switchovers for your weapons, it's going to be a little tricky to figure out sometimes. It's going to be tricky to go up to where that D-pad is to switch like your guns and stuff like that on there.
Well, I want to rev up the Lancer with this thing, man. That's going to be crazy.
It's going to be wild, dude.
You know what I'm thinking about when you're doing it? Like, well, for me, I like the Xbox controller. My thumbs, I got smaller thumbs, so I like my Xbox controller. So my thumbs are right there. With the PlayStation, my thumbs are all the way in, and then sometimes my hands will cramp. I'm wondering when you're playing Gears, you're fucking twitching all the time.
Really quick, can we go back to Xbox's leak about a year and a half ago?
Go ahead.
Remember the Sybil controller that had haptic feedback?
Yeah.
Maybe Xbox is going to make controllers for PlayStation. Did anybody fucking think about that?
No, I didn't.
What games are going to have haptic feedback on the Series X? None.
Yeah.
Sybil, baby.
The Elite Controller 3. The Elite Controller 3, whenever they decide to
wouldn't that be something? Yeah, Xbox.
What if the Elite Controller works on both machines?
Jeez. Wow. That could be a possibility.
Mm-hmm.
No one thought of that. They didn't put two and two together, did they? Huh? This guy paid attention. Did you?
Yeah,
more latitude for Project Latitude than we thought it was going to be.
But they make Xbox style controllers for PlayStation. They do. They make them for PlayStation.
Yeah, but
they're
they'll
aftermarket.
Actually make them, and they'll make more money because people will buy them. Especially people going over, they'll definitely pick them up.
I mean, I still prefer the Xbox controller. A lot of us do, but I will say that PlayStation 5
is 100%.
PS5
they're in the perfect place, aren't they?
That D-pad is a long time.
Man, when they came out with the S controller to replace the Duke, man, I could handle the Duke.
You don't even want to know how young I was in 2001.
They screw up with the 5 controller because the 4 controller had a little pivot in the middle.
Right.
With your thumb. They don't have that here. Your finger just slides off of here. That's why I don't like this remote.
Lame. Yeah.
Nah, too old school and no innovation on that D-pad. That was the problem.
Yeah, it sucked. This one's so much
Bring
better.
back the N64 analog.
No.
Whoa. Perry just...
That thing went limp-dick after a couple times.
Wicked. I got to put this up. Perry just complimented something Xbox.
Dude.
I know, dude. I'm fucking with you.
He's a bootlicker.
Like you be messing with me all the time. I got to get a little payback when I can find
you
it.
bowl with Phil Spencer in his underwear, so I mean, there you go.
Yeah, we saw
Dude, I still cannot believe where did you find that, man?
We have a private investigator who's been following you around, Sir X-Man.
Where'd
you find those?
That is a very funny meme he put up there. Who's the black guy with him, though?
That's you, Sir X-Man, and Phil Spencer's in a jockstrap. We came to the conclusion.
But I'm being serious. Who is the black guy he's bowling with, though?
That'd be you, sir.
Somebody well known?
That'd be you.
Samuel L. Jackson.
You know, that dude look nothing like Samuel Jackson.
It's Grok. It's long Grok.
I mean, it's probably the closest.
But yeah, I thought that. Then you had him in his underwear. I was like, oh my God, no.
Correction, jockstrap.
I wonder where they were going to stick those balls.
Oh, man.
right in your mouth.
Why do you keep messing with me?
Talk
about somebody else.
Whoa.
Tim Dog.
What's going on, Timmy?
What's up, Tim?
There he is.
Yeah, he hung up with us. He hung out with us on Friday on
Good to see you, brother Tim Dog. Glad you to be here, man. We were just talking about the top of the show, man. You've been the voice of the reason all along, but people just didn't want to pay attention to it.
You say his name and he will appear.
School, brother. From the school of Xbox, the school of hard knocks, man. We just can't believe that Xbox is where it is right now. We thought in 2025 the conversation would be completely different. But here we are. We're talking about Xbox.
Hey, if that really is Tim Dog, shout out to him because he warned everybody. He was the whistleblower.
I was gonna say, Tim Dog, you're in the chat, but like we were asked this earlier. So what's the fucking selling feature for the next Xbox if there is one? Like, how do you market that now? Nobody here can fucking tell me because what do you do? Well, yeah, we're gonna have games on it that you're gonna play on the fucking competition. Like that makes no sense. Like Nintendo, the only reason they're going to survive going up against all the handhelds now is because they're going to have games again that you won't be able to get on the other handhelds.
And they're Nintendo.
Nintendo.
Yeah.
You know? I get it. It's like, you know, it's always been a double-edged sword for Microsoft, right? They're damned if they do and damned if they don't. I know they've had to work a lot harder because they're the big boy on the block and they've got a lot of people gunning for them. Like I said, when you're at the top of the mountain, you know, everybody's gunning for you, right? They got the money, they had the means, all that sort of shit. And for a while, like I said, they were a dominant force. And they're just not anymore. You know, I don't consider dominant force because, there's lots of numbers playing their games. You know, if that's the fucking case, Fortnite's the best goddamn game in the fucking world because they got the most players, right? You know,
I don't want to see no documentary.
Right?
I don't want a documentary come out later on. The year Xbox died. How did it happen?
Like, remember when Microsoft did that documentary like a couple of years ago? Like documentary.
Yeah, it was really good.
Yeah,
and it made us all feel good. We all felt a part of that, right? We felt like
they tried selling $40 red ring posters. Remember that?
So what's going to be the next fucking 20 years of Xbox? It's going to be like the Atari cartridge like buried in the fucking desert.
Maybe it may be.
Yeah, what is
Buried
that?
in the desert.
That's
They don't work
Xbox.
anymore, right?
Yeah, no, absolutely. Like Tim Dog right there. I think they're going to let a lot of people go, unfortunately. Slim down, go full 30. Amy hates Phil.
He's just a pony. Come on, don't listen to him.
I want to see a dead body. I'll show you my Xbox in my backyard if you want to see a dead body.
Yeah, it's funny because you think about that too. It's kind of funny, right? Because Ibarra left, and then it was Rod Ferguson left, and then the fucking got rid of Larry Herb. Even like he kind of just all of a sudden out of nowhere is like, yeah, I'm not there anymore. It's like it's kind of weird when you start looking back at it now. Kind of go, holy shit, there's a lot of fucking shit that was going on. And then remember they brought what was his name?
Someone's got to write a book about all this when it's all said and done.
They brought Buddy back in to fucking do Halo. Right? They paid him a chunk of money, brought him back in to finish up Infinite, and he fucking leaves like 3 months after they release it? That Joseph Staten or whatever his name was.
Yeah, he want to introduce the
prototype
engine. Yeah,
like they keep bringing these guys in, they get rid of them. Then they got rid of that fucking other director they had for Halo. What was it, Kim or something like that? Wasn't it?
Isn't it funny how you don't see
Bonnie Ross got fucking demoted or let go or whatever the fuck happened with her?
Isn't it funny you don't see Sarah Bond on anywhere but Twitter? I haven't heard her do anything, talk in interviews about anything for such
There's
a long time.
There's 3 Bs at Microsoft now. It's Bond, Booty, and Bullshit.
Yep. Bond, Booty, and Bullshit.
Right?
Fun booty bullshit.
You can't fucking believe that anymore. That's the problem, right?
I ain't with all that Bond booty bullshit going on
How
here.
do you get excited? How do you get excited knowing they're going to come out on a show? They're going to give us all this fucking great news. Just turn around 3 days later and go, but you know what? Open your asshole.
Yep.
Wouldn't it be
what
funny?
happens on June 8th when they announce Master Chief Collection on PS5 dropping that day? I'm assuming. All the guys are gonna go crazy, right?
Ever, because June 8th is my birthday.
Oh man,
that would be wild.
You're gonna be
now you know what I would do
on Twitter.
if I was Sony, I would pull a fast one on Microsoft, and I would drop the price of the PS4 Pro to $550 and the PlayStation 5 to $400.
I don't think that's going to happen. I mean,
but I'm saying if you were smart,
absolutely.
if you were smart to super corner the market, right now when you ain't got no games, and Microsoft just did the opposite.
Microsoft is giving you all their games
and have a fan fest with everybody booing us. So what are you going to do? We're going to
I'm sorry.
She can't take all of us.
Hold it, but you know I'm an Xbox person. But as far as if I was in business,
baby,
I would drop the price of the PlayStation to counterman what Xbox did, and you would probably get more people on PlayStation. If I was PlayStation running it, I would suck up the price to have people buying my software on my console.
Well, they're doing that now. They got the Astrobot Digital for $399 right now.
Yeah, they did drop it. Yeah.
They just dropped it. PlayStation 5.
Only Tim Dog, $4.99. Go ahead, take it, Barry.
Love you guys. I wish Xbox stayed the course. Yeah, I just wrote back to him too. We all do. We all wish they stayed the course.
Oh yeah.
They had the death blow when they bought ABK, and they're like, "Nah, you're not worth it. We'll just give you all the shit we got." It's like, thanks.
Yeah.
Can we get a shirt made that this is an Xbox and a picture of like somebody's vagina in the middle?
Oh, Jesus Christ. We're about to knock down that fucking.
Let me tell you something. When Jim Ryan got fired, because I called that when they brought in Jim Ryan, when they consolidated all the CEOs and they brought in Jim Ryan, I told my chat room, I was like, he's not going to last. And the day that he got fired, spent time with his family, retired, whatever the hell, that's code name for getting fired.
Yeah,
I had at the store the bye Jim Ryan sale, and I had him there was somebody Photoshop a picture of him begging Phil Spencer. That was the ad for my store that day.
That's amazing.
Now I'm gonna have to do a Phil Spencer ad.
Now you gotta.
This is an Xbox, not a vagina. But what do they both have in common? They both get fucked.
Yeah.
Does this work on there?
Hey, if you stand over your Xbox naked, you'll get a nice warm breeze coming in your cockles.
He sounds like he's done that
Out
on
of all
experience.
16 series I got, I've never done that before.
He's gonna
Fuck, man.
Yeah.
And I love my Xbox One. I really do. But man, what y'all doing to it? Y'all killing the image of Xbox, man. They really are.
Yeah.
They really are.
So on June 8th, everyone's locked out of the building for that day because they don't want to go crazy. Do you think they show up with the pitchforks and everything to the arena anyway?
It's funny if they have an Xbox Fan Fest and every Xbox fan comes in with a fucking PlayStation shirt on. They're like, well,
Unfortunately, though,
right?
Unfortunately, though, you're going to have all these deluded fanboys that are out there that are still chugging the Phil Spencer Kool-Aid, saying like, oh, this is the greatest thing ever. They could turn around and say, hey, we're porting everything over. Like, it's just coming wholesale now. And they'll be like, oh, yeah, Xbox One.
Tim just totally confirmed what I told you guys. See, they didn't get the subscribers they wanted, so they had to change course.
Yeah, they did.
So, they always have 30, 40 million subscribers. It's the same amount of people that bought the machine.
They thought they'd be well up in the 50 millions by now. They thought that this thing was going to be so big it would have basically just sold consoles. And we have to remember that, what sells consoles? A good goddamn exclusive.
You see, if
you
would have been there,
how the brand could sell. If you have a popular brand, people are going to go for it. If you're not as popular, you got to work your ass off to get that thing popular.
Yeah. Xbox worked as hard on the brand as they done on their fucking controllers in the last 5 years. They've been number one.
Oh, fucking A, they would.
Yeah, you're right. You are right.
And the thing is they had it. When you've got the president of the United States of America referring to people playing video games as playing Xbox when it shifted from playing Nintendo, because Obama said that in one of his things years and years ago, you knew they had it because that was it. They were synonymous with video games.
You had all the actors and stuff playing Xbox too. You had all the celebrities playing Xbox.
The Rock, he promoted even the Series X. This guy came back 20 years later to promote it.
Yeah, it's just dumb. It's
so dumb. Really,
even
really
Snoop Dogg was playing Xbox.
Oh yeah,
that's the funny part. You had all my friends. Most people in Chicagoland area play Xbox. They have some have PlayStation. They have PlayStation, but most people in the Chicagoland area they play Xbox.
Yeah,
seriously.
I can attest to that.
Yeah, dude. When I went to Chicago, for AEW, what was it, like 5 years ago? I brought my series. I brought my One X. I'm sorry. I brought my Xbox One X, and me and the guys were in a hotel room, and we were like, you know what? Let's just go buy another one and do the LAN party. And I went to GameStop, bought another Xbox One X, and we played freaking Gears of War all night.
And you realize most people in the Chicagoland area play Xbox. Yeah. It's true. And it's funny how that works. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's right, baby.
And like Tim says, how much you follow. Here's my reply to Tim, and it is sad too to see how hard that Phil and the company worked at the end of the Xbox One generation too. Like all that effort to bring out that One X, which was a phenomenal fucking console.
It was.
Like,
it was a good piece of hardware.
Hell yeah.
So they did go out with a bit of a kick at the end of the Xbox One. They had us hyped. They had us building. They had that hope was coming back, right? That was
That's
the
a
thing.
powerful
That's why we didn't even bat an eye at buying a Series X, because they're like, yeah, they're coming back, man. Like they're laying it down. They showed that they can do fucking hardware, and they're promising these games. And now they're buying these studios. And we remember how excited we got when they got Ninja Theory. And we're like, holy fuck, like now they're serious. They had Ninja Theory, man. These guys are good, right? We're going to have some story-based shit that's going to go on toe-to-toe with fucking Sony shit. And they're like, yeah. And guess what? Don't worry, Hellblade 2, that's going to be announced real soon to come to PlayStation. You can mark my words. It's going to be there.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yep.
They're not going to let that game sit in limbo. They're going to want to get their money back. So
I don't even think it sold that well, did it? I don't think it sold that great.
Yeah, it didn't even perform well in Game Pass, from what I recall, either.
Yeah.
The game that made my heart twitch when it came out was Titanfall.
What Tim Dog just said
Titanfall 1
about 2022. Let me tell you something. We were watching, and my stream is up. Okay, it's still up. All the guys were over, right? We were watching the Xbox showcase. And we wanted GoldenEye. We were like, they're going to announce GoldenEye because we were ready to play it.
Right.
They're going to shadow drop GoldenEye today. It's going to be great. They didn't even announce GoldenEye, I don't think, right?
No.
It was a horrible showcase. And we're all standing there looking at each other like, what the fuck did we buy Xbox for? Like, what is this? And then I see the tweets. Yeah. Well, they announced 5 minutes before the event that they weren't going to show anything. I'm like, motherfucker, we're at the pre-show. We're watching this thing on TV. We're not on our phones like this. Horrible. Absolutely horrible. That was just a buzzkill that day. Holy shit.
And Perry,
and then they announced randomly later, GoldenEye's coming out.
But here's the double-edged sword, Perry. Here's the double-edged sword. When they did announce GoldenEye for the Xbox, PlayStation had the online for it, and the Switch had the online for it. But the Xbox didn't have no online for it.
Right.
That
I actually have the leaked 360 GoldenEye, the one that never came out, which is the best one. And I could play that online, by the way.
Wow.
Ooh-wee.
All right. Well, anyway, gents, I think we're going to close the show up here. I'm going to leave Arnold and the rest of those guys for next week since I'm sweating to death already. And we've had a great show. We've had all the laughs we could want with Hop down there in his junkyard dog fucking chain.
Yeah, good Lord.
Fantastic chat tonight, guys, and for everybody. So we love all the chat. You guys are amazing, whether you agree or disagree with us. I know some of our opinions have been very heartfelt, very stern, but we're just telling it like it is. We're not saying it's right or we're right. It's just the way we feel about things, and a lot of us feel the same way in the chat as well. So we're not alone here. We're not the only 5 fucking guys out there that feel this way. You know, but again, we have to adapt and move on. Microsoft has made it clear that the old way is not the way they're going. That the hardcore guys are, like I said, we're in the small minority now. We're not the guys paying the bills apparently. So so there you have it. So
I just want to make a statement before you go.
It's always great to be blessed with one of the OG Xbox guys in this community. Yeah. And all that stuff. And hopefully we can get him on a show here in some time.
He said he'll come on if you DM him.
Absolutely. I will send him a message. We'll get him on sometime. Maybe he can come on next week and give us his 2 cents, straight up on how he's feeling about all this shit. So, we'll set up a show and we'll get you on, man. Hopefully if the time works out. And if not, we can do a special time. Give us a day and a time that works for you. Maybe we can do a special version of GAT. Tim Dog style. Woof, woof. So, So let me know. But that's it. We're going to close the show. We'll come back again next week. This was a great
Can I make
episode.
a statement real quick, though, please? Please?
Yeah,
okay.
but-
Now, look, everybody. Yeah. We're not trying to, put Xbox down. It's our opinion because we love Xbox.
Yeah.
Just like when PlayStation do something, I like PlayStation, but I just don't have one right now because they haven't been interesting for me the past few years. But we love all consoles. And when we complain about what these consoles are doing, we do it out of love for the consoles.
Yeah.
That's all it is. It's the negative on what corporate is doing to the gaming industry that is taking away slowly eroding our love for gaming. That's all it's about.
Yeah.
That's all. We love gaming no matter where you play, PC, Nintendo, PlayStation, Switch, up your ass. We just love gaming.
Yeah. Yep.
So
Yeah, I
that's
feel
all
that.
it is. Don't get all crazy and all melodramatic out there in the Twitter streams about what we say.
I got a fucking
from
useless
our heart.
Xbox Series X fridge, okay? So it doesn't get any more real than that, right?
I got
What
2
you
of them
got?
sealed downstairs, and I got the toaster sealed.
Oh, I could not
guys.
get this toaster. It was sold out. I couldn't get it. I was so mad.
I might as well just send it to you, right? What the hell do I need it for?
Right.
And yo,
So,
yeah.
Now.
The show was so heartfelt tonight that we even saw Wicked Hot drop a Macho Man elbow drop into his Xbox
He's
console.
the Macho
box.
King. Look at his crown.
I am, dude.
He went Macho King.
I'll take a
But
double
dude-
quarter pounder with cheese and bacon on the side.
Yeah, you going supersize that one, bitch. But not to build off what last thing to build off what Sir X-Man says. I just want to reiterate that my strong opinion on what Xbox is doing now, or the way I'm navigating my money, or how I'm spending it within the gaming industry. I don't want people to think I'm implementing or telling you guys how to spend your money. I'm just telling you how I'm doing it, because maybe there's somebody out there that is trying to navigate the same way I am. Minimize, keep more free money in your pocket, not just spending your money free willy. And just kind of want to give that. I just don't want anybody to think I'm fucking pushing that upon you. You do your thing. Whatever you can do with your money, you do. And that's all that matters.
That's the thing.
Right there, guys.
These
podcasts, 90% of the podcasts we listen to are basically here because of guys like Tim Dog.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Right?
Yeah.
Thank
you,
OG. For the guys like Tim Dog and the hardcore guys that were hardcore long before anybody fucking knew what it was to be hardcore about Xbox. Right?
Yeah. Man, since 1977, y'all.
1970 something.
Had my Atari at the age of 12. Come on.
All right, guys. So let everybody know where they can find you. We'll start with Wicked Hot. Wicked Hot, great show tonight, brother. That shit was dynamite earlier. This one,
holy shit!
Hell yeah! I had a little something cooked up in the oven for you boys, but I didn't want to let you know.
But crack finally got cooked, and you were ready to hit
that's
it up.
Right. I was like,
that's a disintegration episode.
But yep. But y'all know where to find me. The usual places: Xbox, PlayStation, Steam, Nintendo, and right here, baby, every Tuesday night at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Gaming After Dark. We'll see you next week. And I got 2 words for you: word life, baby. Word life.
That's 3 words.
Nice, good stuff there from the champ. You're Wicked Hot, Sir Wex, man. Let people know where they can catch up with you next, brother.
You can catch me next week here on Tuesday at 8:30 p.m. Central Time. You can catch me on 108 Dragons TV. We'll be back on Saturday at 5 o'clock, and I float to a podcast Sunday. Hopefully, Wicked will be back to bowling.
I'm gonna whoop
at
that
11 o'clock on Twitch.
I'm gonna have you squealing like a
on
piggy.
Sunday at about around 10 to 11 o'clock p.m. a.m.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe if you're lucky, I'll let you touch the belt, Sir X-Man.
Sir X-Man 1 on
He's used to touching something else.
Yeah, you can't even. Poof.
Proto Foxy, brother. Glad that you can hang with us and do the entire show tonight. I know you're getting tired, and I'm sure you got to hit the hay and get back to work. But thanks for being here again, as always. So people know where they can catch up with you.
Oh, you know where to find me. All the links are in the description below. I just glad to just be a part of this. Tonight was epic, guys. Holy shit, man! It was. I got. Normally, I don't go off on the whole outro thing, but it was. This is why we do it, right? This was a fucking blast, wasn't it?
Nah,
It
you
was
had
awesome.
a great opening rant tonight, man. Like, it was heartfelt. I loved it.
And then Wicked's got to go out of his way to top me by just fucking dropping elbows on everything. Jesus Christ!
Nah, he forgot. Hey, Proxy, he forgot his Ritalin today. He didn't take his Ritalin.
If I had Ritalin, I wouldn't have let you guys talk this whole podcast. I would have been talking for you.
But Much love to the chat in here as always. You guys are fucking awesome. To see Tim Dog in here was pretty fucking wild. It was a great fucking show. All my links are in the description below. You know where to find me. And then, of course, here Tuesday nights on Gaming in the Dark.
Indeed. And as always, one of the busiest guys on this panel, you can find him multiple times a week doing impromptu shows and his regular stuff, and that is the Game of Complainers.
Man, we've been doing impromptus of a new podcast called Xbox Goes to Hell.
Oh my God, no.
Yeah.
We did one on May 1st, and then this news broke, so we did one yesterday. So I'm like, it's not even a week.
Well, it's only fitting that you do one when Doom the Dark Ages launches.
Yeah, well, I mean, we'll see. We'll see how that goes. But you can catch us every Wednesday night between 9:30 and 10 p.m. Eastern for the Game Complainers podcast over on my channel, The Game Complainers, with myself, Frank, Anthony, and Fred. Depends if Fred's stuck in the bathroom or not. But and then during the week, I'll stream from work or I'll stream a game or whatever it is. But that's pretty much it.
Yeah. You guys know where to find me. Always in the gutter and back here with these fine gentlemen each and every Tuesday night, unless something gets in the way, like hockey. But, yeah, we'll be back again next week. Should be another great show lined up for you. And as we said, we'll definitely try to get Tim Dog back here. And speaking of getting people back on the show, we also got to try to get Mental 9R back on and Dreadpool at some point in time. Shout out to Axel, was also here earlier. Good to see him in the chat. And all of the chat, you guys are what makes this tick. You're the reason that we continue to do this week in and week out. Thanks for your love and support. Hit that like button. Share this shit out. And we'll hope to see you again soon. Take care, everybody. Have a great night. And most importantly, game on.
Viva la raza, baby!
PlayStation.